Hi, this is Stephen from iloveweightloss.co.uk. Hi, this is Stephen from iloveweightloss.co.uk, the place to be for weight loss and toning advice. Now today we're going to be using a foam roller and a few different types of stretches to make a really big difference to how your upper body, how your shoulders feel, how healthy they feel, and any aches and pains that you have. So you can get one of these foam rollers from Amazon, from loads of different places now. This is a smaller, harder version. You can actually get really big, longer, more foamy versions, and I suggest you start with the larger ones to begin with. Now we're going to use this to really make a big difference to the flexibility of our upper body and how our general movements feel. So we're going to start off with an exercise that's going to really make a difference to how our upper back feels. So what I want you to do is put the foam roller in the middle of your back. You're going to lean back. We're going to raise up onto our hips into this position here. We're then going to open our shoulder blades. So we're going to try and put our arms across our shoulders so that we open up our shoulder blades, and then we slowly slide down with the foam roller up just to below our neck so we don't go past our neck, and then we're going to slide back. And we're going to move up and down. We're not going to go onto our lower back, so make sure you don't go too low. Up to the neck and slowly back. And we're going to do this between 10 to 15 times. Now that's our first exercise. What you might feel is a little bit of popping here and there, and that might be a rib just kind of getting back into position. I certainly feel that there. From then we're going to go into our next exercise, which is going to be for the muscles that come underneath our shoulders. So there's some rotator cuffs, teres minor, and your lats. They all come into there, and what you can find is that underneath your shoulders it's really quite sore and makes a big difference to how your shoulders feel. So we can use a foam roller for this, or we can actually use, this is actually a lacrosse ball. Now again, I suggest you start with the foam roller because the lacrosse ball can be quite sore. So I'll show you with the foam roller. You're going to lie out, you're going to place the foam roller underneath your shoulder blade, underneath the crease in your arm, where your arm and your back meets, and you're going to slowly slide. It's not a big movement. You're going to move around and you're going to find some really sore spots. What you want to do is just slowly move over those areas, and what you're going to be doing is breaking down any adhesions, little tight areas, and really mobilizing your shoulder. You can hear by the way I'm speaking, it's actually quite sore, and you want to be very careful when you do this that you're not going to put yourself under too much pressure. Okay, so you're going to do both shoulders nice and slowly. What you'll find is that there's areas that are more sore than others. Come rotate round so you get to the back of your shoulder as well, and just move over slowly. And if you come down a little bit, you'll get a little bit of your lat as well, and slowly over there. And again, you're going to do that 10 to 15 times on both shoulders. So from there, we're going to go into a stretch. Now this is actually called a sleeper stretch. So you're going to lie on your side. It's very important you do this very carefully. You're going to have your arm at 90 degrees. Try and make it comfortable. If you've got tight shoulders, just make sure you're in a comfortable position. From this position, with the 90 degrees of your arm, you're going to slowly, very slowly, it's important you do this slowly, push down. Make sure you're breathing, and you're very, very gently pushing down. You're not going too crazy to try and touch the floor, because you'll find that you're way off from the floor. This is after I've done this every day for a long period of time. This is as far as I can go. I've got rugby player shoulders, so they're quite sore. And you're going to hold this position for about 30 seconds. Gradually, as it loosens off, you can push a little bit harder so you get a little bit lower, and you're going to gradually push down. Now, when you release off, do it very, very slowly, like that, because otherwise any jerky movements and you'll really put too much stress on your shoulders. Again, you're going to go over and you're going to do this on both shoulders. You'll find that you have one shoulder that's tighter than the other. This actually really stretches the joint capsule, the shoulder capsule, and it's an excellent stretch, and you'll notice a big difference in how you feel, how your shoulders feel by doing this exercise. So you can see actually this shoulder's easier than the other side to get down straight away. So again, 30 seconds on each side. So from there, we're then going to stand up. We're going to finish off. I want to make this just a few key exercises that you do. So it's not a really long routine. It takes about 7 minutes to do properly. We're going to move over into a pectoral stretch. So we want to open up our shoulders, and what you'll find by having your shoulders more in this position, you feel a lot healthier, a lot better, a lot less painful in your shoulders. So we're going to put our arm up at about 45 degrees. You're going to step forward and push forward, and you're going to feel a stretch across your pectoral muscle there. So you're going to press forward just nice and slowly, again for about 30 to 45 seconds. You're going to hold this position. And you're going to do this on both sides. Obviously you don't want to be lopsided, so you're going to do it on both sides. Now, that's 4 things that we've gone through, but that will make an enormous difference to how your shoulders feel, how your upper body feels. The shoulders are a really commonly injured and commonly sore body part because they're so mobile as a joint. They're a really mobile joint. So try those 4 different exercises out, and the key is that you do them consistently. You need to do them daily. It's only about 7 minutes out of your time to actually make a really big difference to your upper body. So if you have any questions about that, we do have longer routines, flexibility routines that we use with clients, but I just wanted to show you a very short one that you can do at home to make a really big difference straight away. And if you do that daily, after about 14 days, 2 weeks, you're going to notice a big difference. So comment in the box below, let me know if you've been doing it, and let me know how you feel. This is Stephen from iloveweightloss.co.uk. Hi, this is Stephen from iloveweightloss.co.uk, the place to be. So, you can get one of these foam rollers from Amazon, from loads of different places.